show. He's also the co-founder of the risk management company Strategia Worldwide. Sir, welcome to DW. We heard it there. The EU has agreed on allocations of 800 billion for rearmament in the long run, but Ukraine really seems like it needs help now. Is the EU truthfully doing all it can?
I think yesterday's events are really important. Let's be clear about that. And that 800 billion euro fund that was announced is nothing short of good news. But you're absolutely right. Ukraine needs help now. The Americans have made it clear that they're going to cut immediate support, cut intelligence support. And so this is what I call a come-as-you-are party for Europe and Canada. European nations and Canada have just now got to ramp up immediately to fill the gap. And this means taking risk. It means giving immediate money, I think, to the Ukrainians who can spend the money very, very quickly without the procurement challenges that many European countries, but also for European countries to dig deep in their own arsenals to provide Ukraine the means to hold Russia, because the American withdrawal is going to hit them hard.
Mm-hmm. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says Europe faces a clear and present danger, but that danger is actually not new, is it? It's been 3 years since Putin launched his attack on Ukraine, and the Europeans are still scrambling for a joint strategy. Is this not too little too late?
Well, I've been arguing that this is 11 years too late. The attack on Ukraine was launched in February 2014. This is when the war started. Yes, of course, the full-scale invasion in February 2022 was the next major phase. And you're absolutely right. Europe and Canada and NATO as a whole should have stepped up to the mark 3 years ago at the very latest. But having said all that, it's better late than never is the message, and this is welcome news.
Better late than never, but I want to look at the reason why this didn't happen earlier. Was it naive for European nations to rely on the U.S. for their security and the security of their neighbors for as long as they did?
Yes, in a word, and Europe for 70 years has been sitting back and allowing America to provide European security, and European countries have frankly been freeloading off American support. So in a sense, Europe, we need to look at ourselves in Europe for some of the reasons for America's withdrawal from the scene. And this has been naive. Yes, of course it has. But of course now, and the reason this didn't happen 3 years ago is also because of a sort of ostrich-like head in the sand about the real threat faced by Putin to European security as a whole.
Mm-hmm. So now it does seem clear that Europe is going to have to own this conflict. What chance does Ukraine stand given the dramatic shift in circumstances?
Well, let's be optimistic about this. Europe has more than the capability. The European combined GDP dwarfs that of Russia, and with political will, with political courage, and by making sacrifices, Europe can absolutely help support Ukraine.